YouTube, once again, thank you for watching. Guys, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe button, also the notification icon. I'm going to be rolling once again for Chargers and Regs, going against the Green Bay Packers as my opponent. I want to let you know that this is going to be a game where I had to adjust to my opponent's offense to shut him down. He was a runner, and I'm going to provide you with some really stout run defense against a guy that was a very good runner. Knew how to get good angles and stuff like that. So you can see right here, he comes out of strong formation. Basically, he's just doing an off tackle. I think he's doing like a it might be an RPO with a slant on the backside, but he actually no huddles me really here quick. I'm running with a 43 defense, which is basically it's a blitzing defense. He catches me off guard. I try to go tackle, whiff. He whiffs another guy with Aaron Jones and actually takes the ball down to the end zone for a touchdown off of 2 plays. 30 seconds off the clock. He no huddled 2 plays, got a long touchdown run. I'm in some serious trouble. So this guy was playing, basically he was matching up his personnel to the type of personnel that you're using, and his defense essentially what he did is he mixed it up fairly well between man coverage, zone coverage, and stuff like that. I had some issues running against his defensive line, and I've also was taking just bad angles. Now on offense, I'm rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs as my primary playbook. I actually have a couple. I have one formation in the Chargers sprinkled into the scheme, but this is a scheme that I posted on my Patreon. If you guys are using Kansas City and you want to see my reads and my progressions and why I was able to go ahead and move the ball effectively down my opponent, you can go to my Patreon for $1. You can see basically all these Kansas City playbook, and also I've got a whole Chargers setup. So audible into another inside zone to the backside. He actually stacks up the box right here, but I'm able to go ahead and get a nice little block because he's shifting his defensive players around a little bit, and I get myself a conversion. So first intense situation right here. I'm setting him up for a deep comeback pass and underneath, but he has it locked up with the zones. I don't like the reads at all. He's got really good pressure coming off the edge. I had to get rid of the ball, so smart decision is to go ahead and basically throw that away. He was running, he's showing me some cover 2-2 before, so I've got a streak route that is a cover 2 beater. I actually had a nice little complement route, which is that little corner route that worked very well, and this is a basically a money route down in the red zone that I use to actually score. The running back will not get covered on that unless they actually use some kind of man coverage. So back on defense, basically this guy was using a strong close. He was getting really good angles right there. I'm able to go and hold him to 2 yards, which I'm telling you was a major thing. His offensive line was blocking really well for him. He actually gets another first down right there, picks up a first down, flips it to the other way, actually does an inside zone. So you really couldn't commit to the outside or the inside. He's basically was running both inside and outside zones. He was getting a very good push with his defensive line. So now I jump into the 43 bear, put my guys in soft zones, spread out my line a little bit. Defender actually got out, but see, he just ran right past Bosa. He had his angles down with his running game. Actually, he had a very effective way of doing that. So now I put in some contains to try to control the outside. He runs right up the middle, gets another first down in a 2nd and 4 situation. So I'm just really struggling. Now I go into a 34 odd cover 4 shell. I put soft squats down and drop people down in the zones. He actually tries to run up the middle, and I actually stop that for a 1-yard gainer. Show the same defense once again against them, and I'm just using my safety. That actually bottled up pretty well, but look, he fell forward for a couple yards there and made it actually a 3rd and 3 situation. So now I go with an engage 8 with the assuming that everybody's going to get out into the backfield, and that just completely sucked. Never use engage 8 as your run defense based on what transpired in that play against that guy. So I'm in a kind of a bind right now. So I'm getting the ball in the second half. What I'm thinking right now is basically what I'm going to do is I just want to get into field goal range, get 3 points. If I can score a touchdown, that's fine. Just don't turn over the ball. Just get 3 points because I'm getting the ball in the second half, and I want to be able to go up by 2 possessions against my opponent, or at least a possession. I don't want to have to settle or give a chance to give the ball attack to him. So he was leaving us flat wide open. He played a lot of over-the-top coverage. Everything was over the top, so I'm just going to keep checking down. Now he switches up in the man coverage. Got instilled 93 speed, to be able to get across the field. Put a 1st and 10 situation with a minute left. So now I'm looking at a situation right here where it's like, okay, basically I want to go ahead and try to milk the clock a little bit, take off the quarterback because he jumps in the man coverage. And the Packers have very good man defenders. These guys are very effective against that play man coverage. So it's a team that if you are going to run, you do want to run a lot of man coverage. Hit him with the inside run with the RPO bubble right there, get it down to a third and 2 situation. Then I flipped the play accidentally. And I didn't want to take a delay a game because when you keep flipping plays back and forth, you'll take a delay a game. And I typically do not run this play on this side of the field or that direction. So I just take off the quarterback because his user's not there to go and do that. I'll just take it out of bounds. 42 seconds left right now, and basically started burning his timeouts. So what I want to do is I want to try to chew down as much clock as possible, down to basically 20 seconds right here. Hit him with this zone, the red zone beater right here with the running back. The running back is wide open. Threw it just a little bit too late. If I waited a little bit more, probably had a little better blocking. So 3rd and 3 situation right here, 11 seconds left. I've got basically an in route, but because his guys got into my face, I'm unable to go ahead and complete the pass, and I'm going to settle for my 3 points. Take the 3 points, be down by a field goal. I'm getting the ball back in the second half. I can go up by 4 points, or I can tie it with a field goal. So that's just smart clock management. There's no reason to give the ball back to your opponent. So back to the shotgun RPO pop bubble bait play. Pop them right there and actually go ahead and get an easy completion. I'm going to keep milking this, but my read is this defensive end right here. If he pops out, I don't want to throw that. And what did I do? I threw it. I threw the pass. I know my reads. This is my progressions. I basically have broken down an entire scheme on how to do that, and I don't even follow my own progressions against my opponent. So this is the defense I switched into in the 34 odd. It's the Crash Blitz 3. This is probably one of the best run defenses for people that like to do stretch plays or outside run plays. And you can see right here, defenders were in his face on the backside. So I haven't really used this defense too much. The trick to it is where the blitzing side is, you actually want to shift your defensive line off to the right, bring down your guys, do basically a man type situation, and then basically press your men, and then that's going to go ahead and contain that stretch side. So I actually forced him into a passing situation the entire time that we were playing the game. Right back to this run again. Once again, you could see the stretch was completely bottled up with that defense. Going back to it again, he goes to the opposite side, catches my guy off guard right there, and actually gets some good yards right there. So he no huddles. 3rd and 3 situation. I'm assuming he's going to go to the stretch side, so I go ahead and don't set the defense up quickly enough, but I do get the guy down. He actually just barely gets a first down. Now I go to the inside. He actually has a perfect cut right there. He gets the ball, falls into the end zone. So this guy's running back just kept falling into the end zone, falling back into the end zone. So back to their RPO bubble. Yeah, pulls his guy out to the left. I'm not going to do the pop. I'm just going to try to run the ball, get the ball up for a few yards there. I want to go ahead and make my opponent make sure that he has to take care of that. I missed the read. If I would have thrown the running back route quicker, that would have been the right read. Now I jump into this trio set with the weak. Got the dragger. I'm going to go and pop that early and actually go and just turn it up and get a first down. So it's about moving the chains, moving the chains. Now this is a cover 3 beater. This guy's been sprinkling cover 3 the entire time, but he had over the top coverage, so I'm going to drop it down to that spot route and just rack it and take it up for some more yards. So back to trio again, looking at the levels off to the right. Basically going to go ahead and hit that dragging route, and if he's going to give it to me, I'm going to take it because there's plenty of time in this game. All I have to do is get one more stop, basically score right here. I'm pretty good to go. Nobody in the middle of the field. I'm taking off the quarterback, and now I'm trying to slide, and you can see the animation. The guy actually pulled up. I just didn't do the right slide animation. It's 1st and 10 situation. RPO bubble's wide open, and I actually have a guy offsides legally down the field. My offensive lineman, and so I take a penalty right there. Then try another play right here. Just have a little drag route with another wide receiver, which is Allen. Able to go and hit that because he's playing over the top coverage. Over the top coverage. I'm just going to keep taking it down. He bottles up my outside run. This is a very good run play out of the Chargers playbook. I just tried to sprinkle it in, and then I actually go to the running back route. route, get a nice little read dot right down to the 2-yard line and back to this Chargers basically slot formation, able to go and pound the ball into the end zone with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left on the clock. I just need one stop. So here we go. We're going to set this up. I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive with the defense. I'm going to put one of my guys into a spy. And make sure that spy actually plays down. Now, once again, set back up again. It goes back to the stretch side, to the weak side of the field. It is a 3rd and 10 situation. Now he's in a spread formation. I'm manning everybody up. The strength of this Chargers team is man coverage. I'm going to force him to go and throw the ball. As you can see, my defensive backs play it perfectly, and he punts the ball. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. He basically would have given me the game because I would have to go ahead and I'd be in field goal range if he actually didn't convert that. So not necessarily a bad situation. At least he's going to give himself a shot. He's not going to actually sacrifice the game because a 4th and 10 is long in your own territory. So I'm going to patiently go ahead and use this trio set. Got the dragger going across the field. I go ahead and try to hit the corner route with the tight end. Defensive back plays it perfectly. Got the inside zone set up right here on a 3rd and 6 situation. Go ahead and try to pop that. Get cute going back, but I actually fall forward for a couple yards right there. So a second, actually no, fall forward for a 1st down. So I got a lucky break with the spot right there. So once again, back to this particular play. This has been a money play for me the entire time, and I go ahead and try to take it up top to Allen. The man coverage is just sticky against me. And right here, I hit the little wing out route, but the running back drops it. So clutch play, 22 seconds, 27 seconds left right here. Hit a little out route. This is a makeshift out. I haven't played out the entire time, and I'm assuming he was playing inside zones or inside shading. So that's why the out was available. Then go back to this run, get bad animation. I'm holding the trigger. That's the reason why I do this. Down to 19 seconds right here. And then on 19 seconds, he actually takes a timeout. And I think in this particular situation, I'm assuming he's in a cover 3 shell because he's been showing me cover 3 a lot. So what I do is I actually go ahead and hit the little wheel, the out route with the running back, and I'm actually in field goal range. So 34 seconds left. He's showing me cover 3. I'm concerned about actually playing this, doing this, going into overtime or actually going ahead and trying to kick a field goal. So I dial him up for a cover 3 beater. No one's over the top. I go ahead and do an outside pass lead and actually score a touchdown against this guy with 9 seconds left and basically go ahead and rip out the heart against this guy. I'm feeling really great about that type of situation because it could have been a field goal. He could have iced the kicker. I could have slept. I could have missed the field goal. So I'd rather go for that touchdown and actually go up and force him to go to the field to take it back. Drops a pass right there. 2 seconds left in the game, and basically with this, he tosses the ball up to any wide receiver. I'm able to go and click on and actually get an interception and pull off a victory against this Green Bay running scheme guy. So as you can see, 11 passing yards, 190 yards on the ground. He had 170, I think, in the first half, and in the second half is when I started using that 34 odd blitz setup. So once again, to my subscribers, thank you for your support, guys. If you're looking for more offensive and defensive tips, go to my Patreon and subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot.